Welcome to your meditation for manifestation. My name's Jess, and this process, this meditation can be done seated in an upright position, comfortable, or it can be done reclined. So if you prefer to lay back, make sure you're as comfortable as possible. And so in effect, you can treat this as a yoga nidra, a deep non-sleep deep rest opportunity in which the nervous system, the body, the mind, and the spirit can be fully held. If you feel more energized, like you'd prefer to be more engaged, then I recommend a seated upright position. So either way is fine. It depends on the day. So go ahead and just go with your impulse. As you settle in, just begin to direct the inhales through the nose and the exhales through the mouth. Adding a slight pause at the top of the inhale. And as you exhale, as though you have a straw in between your lips, pursing the lips, slightly elongating the exhales. So again, it's a full inhale, a slight pause at that fullest point, and a slow, smooth exhale through an O-shaped mouth. If you haven't already, you may like to close your eyes. You can always leave them a sliver open as well. Go ahead and do that once more. And then allow the breath to return to its natural, casual cadence. And please call to mind one thing that you would like to intend or manifest, whether it's something in the hours ahead, something on or in this day, or perhaps something a little further out in the future, bigger. But just pick one thing, and the first thing that comes to mind is perfect. Don't judge it, don't question it. And with this thing, with this intention, I'd like you to envision a scene, or what I like to call a future memory, in which the intention, the manifestation has actualized. So perhaps seeing something going exactly in the way that you are intending, in the way you desire it to go. But it could also be a scene in which you are just sort of living your life with the knowing that this intention has already been integrated, has become a part of who you are, has become a part of your reality. So for example, let's say it's a job that you really, really want. And so your visual here, your scene could be in the future, you've got the job and you're getting home from the job. You're on your way there. It could be right in the environment of this particular job, but it doesn't have to be. So, living in the reality in which this desire just is, even if it's something a little bit smaller. So perhaps an intention for the day, you might see yourself at the end of the day with a feeling of satisfaction. And you might see yourself right in that moment of the manifestation. But what I ultimately want you to do is just to create a clip, a short reel or a TikTok video in your mind, be about 10 seconds, between 7 and 10 seconds long. And I want you to fill in as much sensory detail as possible. So, where are you? And really take the time to paint that picture. What do you see around you on the walls, out the window? Is there sun? Is there snow? Is there a breeze? Are there people? Are there trees? Are there pictures on the wall? More detail than you think is relevant. What can you smell? Maybe there's the smell of coffee wafting through the air, other food or candles, incense, laundry, could be anything, but put in this detail. Transport yourself to that moment with this detail. Any sounds, background, or more close up. It could be the sound of your own voice or someone you're speaking to, the sound of your breathing. Maybe you're listening to a song, your kids in the background. Tuning into the sounds. And just know as we go through this first little piece, to some degree, you will feel as though you're making this up. And that is perfect. In fact, you're not just making it up, you are channeling it. Any texture that you can feel, the clothes against your skin, the surface that you may be sitting on, standing on, the temperature of the air against your skin, your hair on the back of your neck. Again, no detail is too small. This is how we install intentions at the deepest level of mind. So now what I want you to do is to actually zoom in as though you could see yourself through a security camera in the corner of the room. And actually, as you look through this camera, there's no sound, but you are able to zoom, and you sort of zoom right in on yourself as though there's a spotlight around you. And I want you to zoom into all of the subtle nuance there. Your posture, if you're moving, the quality of your movements, the ease, the grace, the confidence, the expression on your face. The twinkle in your eye. And even the energy that you emanate, that you give off. As though you can almost see this kind of glow or radiance emanating off of you. This quality. The way your clothes drape over your body. And then zooming back out. The whole scene, and you notice how others are responding to you. And if you're alone, just the quality of your own presence. The way that you occupy the space. Noticing again all of the detail, all that you can see, all that you can hear, smell, maybe taste, feel, and sense in this moment. And the goal is to memorize this future memory. Your unconscious mind does not differentiate between a memory from the past and a memory from the future. So you can see the power of creating a vivid future memory as a means of inspiring, sort of calibrating yourself on a daily basis, even with the smallest of intentions. And you can get into the habit of intending how you'd like to show up, how you would like each segment of your day to unfold with this exact tool. And the more you practice and rehearse in your mind the way you want things to go, the more you notice having this control or influence. Just like Olympic athletes are definitely spending time envisioning themselves performing in exactly the way, the best way, the most optimal way. So can you. So a few options. One is to simply remain as long as you like. Repeating, rehearsing this scene, revisiting this scene over and over again, with the goal of basically getting up as this future you, with the energy, with the enthusiasm, with the confidence and satisfaction of this future version of you right now. Or if you like, you might make a few notes in a journal. Or you can simply get up and move about the rest of your day, having the intention of coming back to this reel, this clip, a few more times leading up to, if it's something today, or multiple times each day if it happens to be something that is further out. But you can think of it in the same way that we think about how we use social media. We hop on and we tune into something that really often has nothing to do with us. Why not switch out maybe 10% or maybe more of your precious time and energy tuning into your own intentions, your own desires? It can take a little bit of practice to get in the habit of this, but I promise you, it feels so good. So I highly recommend coming back to this process again and again. You can use it for different intentions. You can use it daily. Get creative, have fun, have the permission to treat this as a place to come and feel good, to lean into your desires, to sort of like watering a plant, to tend to your desires. Hope you enjoy.